Hey everybody, this is David at BarnYard Bees. What we're talking about today is the mini mating nukes, the two framers that we raise queens in, catch small swarms, do a huge number of splits because they're so tiny and small. But the one thing I wanted to talk about was how many of you, have any of you ever tried any of these? Please comment if you ever have, if you've tried any of these two framers, whether you've made them yourself or bought them from somebody else or whatever. Have you ever tried any of these two frame mating nukes or split nukes, whatever you want to call them? And also, has any of you ever tried to overwinter these? Now, they are small, and what we do, we make sure that we keep sugar water to them, and this one's probably about, it is out. They've been sucking down the sugar pretty good. And the thing with these, be careful, don't let them get so packed this time of year that they're forced to swarm at a very bad time of the year. So if you got to, go ahead and grow them out while you still got a chance into a 5 frame. It's all about timing with these things here, because you don't want them coming in too weak in the winter or through fall into winter, but you don't want to also be too strong, because then you're at the verge of them trying to swarm in late September. What is today, the 29th, 30th? And almost October. So it's warm out today. It's very hot. The bees are very active. I can look around the yard and see a few of these two framers that we have running, and some of them are more packed than others. This is one that's more on the more packed side. A lot more bees in this one than there is some of the other ones. I can just tell just by the traffic in the front that there's a lot of bees in there. And then of course when you look down in the feeder, you can see quite a few bees there. You look down through the vent holes, you can see quite a few bees there. So even without opening it up, I know there's a lot of bees in here. These are the ones, like I said, you got to be careful with. Split them off into, not split them, go ahead and grow them out into a 5 frame if they get too much. Now, there'll be a time where it'll get cold, and the queens already started throttling down, because the shortness of the days will determine that. The chill of the night, there's different variables that will slow that queen down, and which is a good thing, because if they, like I said, if they get building up too much through fall, coming up to the cold weather, you don't want these things to swarm, not this time of year. So I was just wondering, has any of you ever tried them? And if you've not ever tried them, give them a try next year. Come spring, I wouldn't advise starting with them now, but come spring, wherever you're at in the country, try a few of these and see for yourself how well these things work. You can do multiple splits. It only takes one frame of bees to do a split with these things. And then you let them draw out the other frame, and next thing you know, they got it filled out, and it's time to split it again. You can really grow out a large number of bees with these things really fast. So, and also, try a handful of them going into wintertime. See how they do. It varies from year to year with these things with us, how well they do. One year in a yard we had 20, and 14 of them made it through the winter. And then another year, half of them made it through the winter. So it just depends. And a lot of it, like I said, has to do with the timing, how many bees you have in there at this particular time of year. Because if you got a 2-framer that just don't have a lot of bees in it, and it just never did build up really good, it's probably not going to make it. If you got one like this right here that doesn't swarm, perfect. This thing's gonna make it through the winter. It's gonna be strong coming out of spring. You better get ready to split it very fast, because it's gonna swarm on you early. So just a little note to throw out there to all the beekeepers and any of the new beekeepers that's not ever heard of these or thought of these. Give it a try next year. We do have these at BarnYardBees.com. They're not made of this. This is the old Advantech that we've not built anything from in a while, because it's so expensive now to buy. You can hardly afford to buy out of Advantech. So we have pine boards that we have right now that we sell them. That'll be unassembled. So if you need any, BarnYardBees.com, or I got plans, free plans. You can make your own, whichever you like. It just we offer that option to people that just don't have time, or don't have the ability, or don't have the equipment to build, or the know-how. So some people are very, very skilled at building stuff out of wood. So if you are, take our plans and make you some. They're simple. There's nothing hard about making them. But that's about it. We'll end the video. And I was hoping to see some pollen coming in, but it just it's a little bit damp out. A little bit damp. So they're not quite bringing it in, and it's still kind of early. But that's about it. Don't forget, folks, click on the little bell, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Barnyard Bees.